Exercise 2.4 problem 18 solution. So here I'm not going to go for discussion because this is little difficult to explain, give steps. It's more of a calculation and there's a lot of minor steps involved. So I'll go and solve it for you. Okay, right. So if there are 2n plus 1 terms in an arithmetic series, then prove that the ratio of the sum of the odd terms to the sum of the even terms is n plus 1. So there are 2n plus 1. Now let's take n equal to 2. Let's take two cases. One is even number and the other one is odd number. So when n equal to 2, which is even, so it will be 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5 terms. So it's again odd, right? Odd 5 terms is, number of terms is odd. Then when let's take n equal to odd of 3. So 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So the number of terms is always odd. Okay, that is one thing we'll have to understand here. Now we are asked to find the sum of odd terms. So what they mean to say is that now let's say a series has got 5 terms. So first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. So sum of odd terms means first term plus third term plus fifth term. Okay, and sum of even terms means second term plus fourth term, because altogether we have only 5 terms. So that is what they mean. So add up all the odd terms together, that is first, third, fifth. Add up all the even terms, that is T2 and T4. They are in the ratio of n plus 1 is to n. This is what we are asked to prove. Okay, so let's start. So let A be the first term and D be the common difference of the series. What is the series? T1, T2, T3, T4, T2n, T2n plus 1. Because I say there are 2n plus 1 terms. So what it means is that there will be always, total number of terms is always odd. That is what I told you in the beginning itself. When you put n equal to 2, it will be 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5 terms altogether. And when you put n equal to 3, which is an odd, 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So it will be always odd number of terms. So when there are odd number of terms, so you will, because starting is also odd, ending is also odd. So what will happen? Half of 2n is n. So there will be n even terms and n plus 1 odd terms, because the start is also odd and the end is also odd. Okay, so that is one thing you'll have to understand. Anyway, I'll show it down. Now, so A is the first term, D is the common difference, and we have a series, right? So what will be the series? The series will be A plus D, A plus 2D, right? T1 is A plus n minus 1 into D. That is the formula which we are using. And n minus 1 is 2 minus 1, that is D, right? So A plus, the third term will be A plus 2D. The fourth term will be A plus 3D. And the fifth term will be A plus 4D. Because every what is our arithmetic progression? The difference between any term is D. So we'll have to keep on adding D to the previous term. Right? That is our thing. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term. Then the last term is Tn plus 1 and the last but one is T2n. Okay. Now what the total number of terms is 2n plus 1. Right? Now what we'll do is that we'll segregate all the odd terms. This is the first term, odd. This is third term, odd. This is fifth term, odd. Okay. This is 6, so it's even. 2n plus 1 is even. Like that, we'll separate the even numbers. The even numbers will be even terms. Second term, fourth term, sixth term, and the last but one, T2n. So n is always, 2n will be always even. Put n equal to 2, it will be 4. When you put n equal to 3, it will be 6. So this is a 2n will be always even. So these are one on the marked on the above are all even terms, and the one marked below is all odd terms. So what they say is that sum of these terms, all the odd terms, okay, and divided by sum of the even terms is n plus 1 divided by n. That is what they are asking us to do. So now we'll segregate this into two series. So we'll put all the odd terms together and form that as a series. That will be T1, T3, T5 and T2n plus 1. Okay, so these are all the odd series. Now carefully observe what is the difference between this and this. 2D. This term and this term. 2D. So, okay. So what it means is, okay, or I've just, anyway, I've T1, T3, I've written it down. That is A, and this is A plus 2D. This is A plus 4D, and T1, 2n plus 1, we will find it out. Okay. Now here what is it? The first term is A. And what is the common difference? This minus this. T2 minus T1 or T3 minus T2, right? A plus 2D minus A is 2D. T3 minus T2 is A plus 4D minus A plus 2D, which is again 2D. So the common difference is 2D. And how many terms are there? We know there are n plus 1 terms. That's what I told you in the beginning also. Now let's put n equal to 2. So what will happen? Well, you'll have n equal to 2 means totally how many terms will be there? T2n plus 1. 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. How many odd terms are there? 1, 2, T5. So how many are there? 3. What is 3? This value plus 1. So the number of terms will be always n value plus 1. So the number of odd terms will be n plus 1 and number of even terms will be 1, 2 will be always equal to n. Okay, that's one thing you'll have to understand. So the number of terms is n plus 1. So what will we do? We'll first find the last term. We have the first term and we have the first term is a and we need to find the last term. Don't get confused with this one. This is only an indication that this is a last term. N is not 2n plus 1. The number of terms in our case is n plus 1 because we are only taking the odd series. Okay, so this is just a symbol. Don't take the meaning of this 2n plus 1. So what is our last term? It will be a plus n minus d, that is number of terms minus 1 into d. How many terms are there? N plus 1. So you remember this is a formula. What is this formula? Nth term is a, first term, plus number of terms in the series minus 1 into common difference. So what does it mean? The number of terms here is n, correct? So this will become n plus 1. What is our common difference? The common difference is 2d. So this will become 2d. Okay, so what will be the formula? First term is a. It will come there as it is. Open a bracket. Number of terms is n plus 1. So in the place of n, we put n plus 1 minus 1, right? N minus 1, there is n plus 1 minus 1 into difference, common difference. Common difference is 2d. Okay, now you simplify this. Inside the bracket, open it up. This will become n plus 1 minus 1. Okay, into 2d. This plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel. So this will become a plus n into 2d, that is, it will become a plus 2nd. So the last term is a plus 2nd. The first term is a. The last term is a plus 2nd. And how many number of terms are there? N plus 1 terms. What is our formula for the sum? Sum of n terms is Sn equal to number of terms divided by 2 into a plus l. So in this case, the number of terms is n plus 1. First term is a, the last term is 2nd. Substituting that, we get n plus 1 divided by 2 into a plus first term plus the last term is a plus 2nd, right? Now you simplify this, so n plus 1 by 2, it will be there, a, this bracket you can open, so it will become a plus 2nd, so it will become 2a plus 2nd. Now what you can do, you can take 2 commonly out from these two. So it will become n plus 1 by 2, and you take this 2 commonly out, you will be left with a plus nd. This 2 and 2 will cancel. So you will get n plus 1 into a plus nd. So therefore, the sum of odd terms is n plus 1 into a plus nd, and let this be equation 1. Now we'll have to do the same thing for even terms. Then you can divide S odd divided by Sn and see whether you get this number n plus 1 divided by n. Ratio means you can convert it into fraction. So when you convert it, this will become n plus 1 divided by n. Right? So let's go to the even terms. Okay. So the even terms. What are the even terms? T2, T4, T6 and T2n. Am I right? So again, as I said, we can, if you put n equal to 2, you will get how many terms are there? 2n plus 1, right? So 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5 terms will be there. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. So the number of terms will be always, so n equal to 2. So here the even terms is T3 and T2. So you have 2. So the number of terms will be always the value of n, right? So the number of even terms in a series is n. Now, next, what are the terms? T2 is a plus d. T4 is a plus 3d, a plus n minus 1 into d, right? T6 is a plus 5d, and T2n. Now we'll have to find T2n. So again, so what is the first term here? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The first term is a plus d. Okay. So this is actually a plus d. The first term is a plus d. Okay, so this is the first term, right? So the first term is a plus d, and the common difference is again 2d only. Between these two, you are adding 2d. So this minus this is 2d, this minus this is also 2d. Am I right? So the number of terms is n. We have calculated as n. Right, now what is it? So we'll have to calculate the last term. So what is the last term? That is T2n. But for our calculation, this is only a symbol. It's got no meaning. So what is the formula? Last term is a first term plus number of terms minus 1 into d. So what is our first term? That is a plus d plus number of terms. How many terms are there? N terms. So number of terms minus 1. So n minus 1 into common difference. What's the common difference? Is 2d. Now you simplify this. So this will be a plus d plus this will be 2nd minus 2d. Right? So this and this will get cancelled. So you'll get a plus minus d plus 2nd. So this is our last term. So we have the first term as a plus d and the last term as a minus d plus 2nd. So what is our formula for sum? Number of terms divided by 2 into first term plus last term. So the sum of even terms will be number of terms is n divided by 2. First term is a plus d plus last term is a minus d plus 2nd. So that comes here. Right? So this comes here and first term comes here. So n by 2 and expand this. So a plus d, this is a minus d plus 2nd. So what will happen? This and this will cancel. You will get 2a plus 2nd. So you will get n by 2 into 2a plus 2nd. 2 is common between these two. So you can take 2 commonly out. So you'll get n by 2 into 2, and what is left out? A plus nd. And this 2 and this 2 will cancel. So n into a plus nd. So the sum of even terms is a plus nd. We found for the odd terms. Okay. Now we have already found the odd terms. So what we need to do is that we have to divide 2 by 1. Equation 2 by 1 is sum of odd terms divided by sum of even terms. Sum of odd terms was n plus 1 into a plus nd. Sum of even terms is n into a plus nd. These two will cancel. So it will be n plus 1 by n. So that is n plus 1 by n. Thus, S odd is to S even will be n plus 1 by n. The fraction can be converted into a ratio, right? So this is our formula. So the key is you will have to write an example clearly, right? Put a series and then select all the odd terms, segregated and create one series. Collect all the even terms and create one more series. The only thing you have to understand is that the first term and the common difference will change when you are having odd series and the even series. The common difference will become 2d and the first term will be a for the odd series. It will be the a plus d for the even series. Then all you need to do is find the last term for both the series. Then use the formula Sn equal to n by 2 into a plus l. First term plus the last term divided into n by 2, right? Into n by 2. And you have to be very careful in the number of terms. For the odd terms, you are having n plus 1 terms because the first term is also odd, the last term is also odd. For even terms, even series, you will have n terms. Okay, so that's the key in this problem. So I hope it's clear. If not, please go through this one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.